And Kenyans are adjusting to a new norm of virtual interfacing to get business done, whereas this has created a surge in demand for data connectivity. It has left mobile service providers grappling with unprecedented demand, which is putting a strain on their infrastructure. Julian Samboko now looks at the latest bid by telcos to ease the pressure they are facing.
Mobile service operators have moved to the market regulator, the Communications Authority of Kenya, seeking a reduction in the spectrum fees in a bid to cope with the surge in demand for data during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is according to ICT Cabinet Secretary Joe Musheru, who was appearing before a Senate ad hoc committee this morning to respond to issues regarding Kenya's ICT infrastructure in view of the ongoing pandemic.
Is that they want during this period that the fees for spectrum be adjusted for them, because they've required more spectrum because there's a lot more people at home and using all this bandwidth.
CS Musheru further says that already the state has engaged mobile service providers to avail more affordable data to consumers in a bid to enable households and businesses to stay connected during this period.
They did not reduce the price, but they doubled the amount of data, for instance, that you get. So if you look at the increase in consumption of data and bundles, that is significant. The fact that the bundles don't expire, that also has been significant.
Data has become a significant revenue driver for telecommunication companies operating in Kenya, accounting for 19.5% of Safaricom service revenue in the financial year 2019. Julian Amboko, NTV.
Well, let's take you now to the financial sector. The Commercial International Bank of Egypt have received the green light from the Central Bank of Kenya to acquire a majority stake in Mayfair Bank Limited. The Egyptian lender will now hold a 51% stake in the Tier 3 bank, which held 5.5 billion shillings in customer deposits as at the end of 2018, accounting for a paltry 0.2% of all deposits in the banking sector. Mayfair Bank was licensed in June of 2017 and commenced operations in August of the same year. And the bank has 5 branches right here in Nairobi, Eldoret, and Mombasa. Now, this deal comes just 3 months after Nigerian lender, that's Access Bank, acquired Transnational Bank. The acquisition of a majority stake by the Commercial International Bank of Egypt takes effect on May 1st, 2020. And you know him, Paul Mudaura. He's now joined ICEA Lion Group as the Chief Operating Officer a little over 3 months after he exited the Capital Markets Authority. Mudaura served as CMA's Chief Exec for 7.5 years before exiting at the end of December of last year, opting not to renew his engagement with the market regulator. According to a statement from ICA Lion Group Chief Executive Officer, the Insurance Regulatory Authority has already given Mudaura's appointment a green light. In November of 2019, NTV's Julian Amboko asked Paul Mudaura about his next step after CMA. Take a listen.
Paul, I have to ask you this question. Where are you going from after CMA?
Well, I'm not putting that out right now, but I think as I move on, I move on with so much just positivity of the kind of institution that we've been able to build.
Well, that was an open secret. He just failed of mentioning it's just been 3 months. Now, the Kenya Revenue Authority will undertake mandatory screening of all cargo trucks entering the country as a measure to curb the spread of COVID-19. In a statement dated today and signed by the Commissioner of Customs and Border Patrol or Border Control, the authority further says that all goods declared under the Single Customs Territory Framework will now be monitored through the Regional Electronic Cargo Tracking System. The authority is advising persons dealing in imports to secure pre-arrival clearance of cargo as a measure aimed at averting delay in clearance due to enhanced surveillance in light of COVID-19. Additionally, KRA prescribed that all cargo trucks crossing the international and land border points shall have a maximum of 3 crew members.